A team of UN experts is calling for independent investigations into that deadly fire at a detention facility in Mexico that killed 40 migrants and refugees. It happened just last week in Ciudad Juarez, a border city near El Paso, Texas. Mexican authorities say they've detained 5 people now on murder charges, and they include 4 officials at the facility, as well as a Venezuelan migrant. Officials claim the migrant started the fire after learning that he would be deported, but security video shows guards walking away when the fire began. Remember, the victims were locked inside the burning building. The tragic incident is shining a spotlight on the crisis at the border and the roadblocks that migrants face trying to get into the U.S. NewsNation's Jorge Ventura joins us now from a point of entry in El Paso, Texas. Jorge, good evening.
Good evening, Elizabeth.
We hear that some of these migrants don't even have smartphones or internet access. What were you able to find about that desperate situation that's happening along the border?
Yeah, so there's growing frustration in the migrants living in Ciudad Juarez. There's hundreds living on the streets, and every morning they log into the U.S. Border Protection's CBD One app in hopes of getting an asylum interview with U.S. Customs and Protection officials. We interviewed some of those migrants. Take a listen.
Every morning, hundreds of migrants living on the streets of Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, log into the Customs Border Protection's One app in hopes of getting an appointment with U.S. Customs and Protection officials and coming to U.S. ports of entry for asylum interviews.
Y cada mañana entender, ¿verdad?
Sí, porque es lo mismo, esperar 24 horas para un minuto nada más.
Starting at 9 a.m., appointment slots open up for migrants to register, but with thousands using the app, it has only caused more frustration and confusion for migrants who say they've been trying for months and failing to get an appointment. But it's the only legal way for migrants seeking asylum to enter the country.
Llega a las 9 de la mañana, que es el horario de la aplicación. Si no tienes, o sea, ya a esa hora todo está colapsado todo el mundo está metido en aplicación.
Just a few days ago, over 1,000 migrants crossed into El Paso from Ciudad Juarez illegally after growing impatient with the CBP One app. And according to Border Patrol Chief of the El Paso sector, Anthony Good, those migrants will be deported under Title 42. Migrants still living on the streets of Ciudad Juarez tell us they want to enter the country through the CBP One app and did not want to cross with the large group illegally because they fear being deported. We spoke to a migrant from Venezuela who tells us his wife got an appointment and is now in the U.S., but he's left with his 2 daughters on the streets of Juarez.
Jorge, do we know why those migrants were locked in that building?
So from what we're hearing is that detention facility is used for migrants who are facing deportation. So once those individuals found out that they were facing deportation, they actually lit their own mattresses on fire in protest. And actually, while we were on the ground, we were able to find out that the one migrant that is being accused of this is a Venezuelan national. We're waiting for more details, but he is facing homicide and injury charges right now. And another kind of factor here, Elizabeth, is all the shelters are at overcapacity with migrants. So if you just walk around Ciudad Juarez, there's hundreds of folks sleeping on the ground. And in the shelters, it's not just migrants who are staying there, but it's also Mexican nationals who are fleeing cartel violence in their own community. So it's an interesting mix of what's going on in Ciudad Juarez right now.
Right, but I still don't understand why they were locked in. Why were they locked in? And is this happening a lot in these border towns?
Yeah, it's quite common when they face deportation, they are locked in cells. Now, in that video, you could actually see the security guards walking away. Usually, in these detention facilities, it's just for single adults, so you won't see families, you won't see women, or you won't see kids. It'll just be males. Some of the nationalities of the victims that we're also learning are from Guatemala, Honduras, Venezuela, El Salvador, and Nicaragua. In that, and right now, we're getting some information that the one migrant that is being accused of starting it is a Venezuelan national. We're waiting for more details on his charges as well.
All right, Jorge, thanks so much for that reporting from the border.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.